Hello everybody, welcome back to another video where today I'll be showing you, in my opinion, the best hidden entrance, which is kind of a big deal if you want to hide a big base with all your valuables. And before we get into this video, make sure to subscribe and to leave a like, and while you're at it, just click the notification bell to get notified of every video I upload. And now, as you can see, I'm dressed in nice enchanted diamond armor with some crossbows and stuff, which the Village and Pillage update, which the update I am in, is actually quite incredible. There's a ton of new mobs. The loom block, which I think is the greatest, actually. So I think the loom block and a nice weapon called the crossbow as well. New enchantments, new blocks. It's just an amazing update. Credits to Mojang for this amazing update. 1.11 was boring. 1.12 was boring. 1.13, I think that was one of the best updates. The aquatic, the sea was really needed to be updated. And now we have the Village and Pillage update, which the villages also need to be updated, which they are. Now I think I lost my base. Oh, here it is. It's so hidden, like you just find this in naturally generated. But so if you haven't noticed, that the Village and Pillage update comes with a new feature called so you can sneak. Right now you can sneak under 1.5 spaces, which you have a slab. Let me get a slab out. It's weird having no mods, actually. It's quite weird. They changed slabs as well, smooth stone. Now you can climb under 1.5 spaces, and when you're under this, you don't even have to press shift. I'm not pressing shift right now, and I'm still shifted under this block. Get out of here. Nobody wants you, skeleton. You're not invited to the party. Get your goodbye. So you can now shift under 1.5 blocks, which is, I think, is very cool. But the cooler part of this, which is you can even crawl under a 1 block space, which honestly you can make fidget spinners as seen in Hermitcraft 6, and also it has a swimming animation though. That is quite concerning, but I really hope Mojang will be able to switch the animation to something else. This is probably a replacement for animation. They probably didn't add the animation yet, but it is the swimming animation. So, but I'm just really grateful for all of this new stuff and content. I actually haven't been with the 1.14 update until now, since I'm making this video. So, ooh, a lot changed. I mean, like, look at these buildings. Actually, these are better than I can build. Well, that's just sad. But, yeah, these are better than I can build. So, actually, I can build better than that. But it's a tricky thing, these buildings. But I think they done a really good job. Now let's not get along with the Village and Pillage. This is the hidden base. Now, as you can see, I have redstone torches in my hotbar, which if you didn't know, if you put a piston under a block under you, you'll also go into the crawl position. So exactly, I just stand in this block, place a redstone torch, and now I am crawling. Now I didn't want to make the redstone torch go away, because that it's just too confusing for my little tiny redstone brain. So 1.14 is still buggy, actually. Like, look at this lightning. Look at this. It's still pretty buggy. So hopefully they fix it in 1.14.2. And I am in the latest release, 1.14.1. So if you want to make a base like this, just put all your necessities, you know. You can even make a 2-block house if that's what you really wish. I mean, that's too lame for these 1.14 players. Yeah, everybody's trying to make these type of hidden entrances, which only involve As you can see, it closes off and looks like a regular. Now, everybody's trying to make these. Honestly, these are really cool, I have to say. So, my tactic is usually, so this moves back, retracts, and once placing the torch, this moves back, retracts. This block right here, actually pushes down, making you into the crawl position, which you can cross. Now it's quite buggy when you do that, but it's honestly really cool. Unfortunately, you can't have any more of those piston underground scene tactics, but okay. So anyway, this looks really weird, honestly. This is the swimming animation on ground. Yeah, I'm not too sure how that works. But yeah, I just have to press that. Boom. There we go. Now let's check the redstone. I spent literally 1 hour scratching my head figuring out how to do this because my brain is not very good at redstone. Please apologize. But here is the redstone. So taking an input from the redstone, this is 1 block. I think. Yeah. So because the redstone torch powers this block right here. It powers this block. So then I take a redstone signal from here down into this random circuitry. So basically how you do it is that you put it down. Ignore that. You put it down. I run it into a post extender, which connects up into the. My thing is so tightly compact, which runs up to this piston, which is the piston that pushes you down, and it also connects up with. Oh god, here's zombie. Also connects up with the pistons over there, which I can't really reveal. Actually, let me get a stone block because this is a passageway. So it runs through here into a random circuitry. I don't know what these are called. Maybe like monostable circuits. Actually, those are different. But it runs into these pistons over here, which powers all of those pistons. You know, a reverter. So yeah, that's basically all the concept. I'm actually pretty embarrassed on my concept of redstone because this is super easy, but I spent like 1 hour trying to figure out and scratching my head trying to figure out how to build this. And no, I'm not replicating this again. So I mean, it's pretty simple. Even for those beginner redstones or ones who just start out Minecraft or something, this is something that you can just watch a video on, my videos, and you can just learn how to do redstone, and then you can just do all of this, which is basically, of course, you advanced redstoners out there can do much more, how do you call it, compact redstone. Which mine is just a whole jumble of repeaters, post extenders. I'm surprised I know those. And yeah, just a whole bunch of random circuitry, which is not very organized. Though I am pretty proud of it. So yeah, you just have to check out, just figure out how these works. And these are pretty simple. You know, you just have to run a signal from. I personally like to use a redstone torch. I don't know what you guys preferably want, but my choice is the redstone torch. So I was going to make a you know, one of those pistons that actually retract the grounds from where the redstone torch is standing, so it doesn't appear to players who just like, oh, there's a redstone torch here, let me just go into this base and mine out all of its goodies. I was going to do that, but one slight problem. I had a slight problem with the, how do you call it, a post extender, so I couldn't figure out how to do it. So I had to leave out that, unfortunately. But it's really quite simple. It's actually quite simple. I'm actually surprised it took 1 hour for me to figure out how to done it. Just run it into a post extender. Just make some reverters and stuff. You know, run it into that way. Run it into this way. It looks quite complicated, but it's quite easy. So that's why this video is super short. But if you want to learn more about the redstone parts, well then, I check out the 10-year anniversary map made by someone called the Blockworks, which credits to them. They have an amazing map. So yeah, this is pretty mind-blowing. So I'll just end the video off here, because you can really build with humongous bases that stretch on for hundreds of blocks. Though I wouldn't really want to waste my resources on a 1 block base, because you know 1.14 is buggy. So I recommend saving the base building for 1.14.2, and also, you're gonna have a hard time traveling. Though, yes, some advanced redstoneers do actually build multi-story buildings, actually, which have elevators, which is actually surprising. You can put all of your necessities right here, you know, the crafting table, the furnace, the anvil. You can even put an enchanting table, which I didn't bother to do. So it is really quite functional, the 1 tall base. It actually saves you resources from a 2 tall base, you know. You don't have to fill it with much resources, or if you just want to go with the plain old stone. But you can just fill it with all of your necessities and you'll be good for life. There's only one problem though. You have a hard time traveling through these. You can't use piston lines. They only make you into a 2-block person, and yeah, it's just traveling is just really hard. Look how slow you go. But that's just the way with crawling, honestly. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe and to leave a like for more tutorials. A video will be coming out very soon on that 10-year anniversary map that I was taking. Actually, you can download it right now. Actually, it's going to be in the description. The link will be in the description, and also I recommend checking out the 1.14.1 update. Like, look at this. Look at all of this goodness. Honestly, unfortunately, no mods work in this, including Optifine, so I can't just zoom in. Going to have to wait a long time for Optifine. But look at this. Look at this. You can just, though unfortunately I can't read anything. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and goodbye.